Greetings, everybody. Once again, Child Support Enforcement Act, the death of child support, part 3, the truth about the statutory term employer. We're going to make our way over to part D, child support and establishment of paternity. We're going to make our way now to 653A, State Directory of New Hires. We're going to focus right here. This is as it relates to the Child Support Enforcement Act, 42 U.S. Code 653A to B. The term employer has the meaning given such term in section 3401D of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 and includes any governmental entity and any labor organization. Okay, so we're making our way over to 26 U.S. Code 3401D, employer. For purposes of this chapter, the term employer means the person for whom an individual performs or performed any service of whatever nature as the employee of such person. The employee that they're referring to is 26 U.S. Code 3401C. We've already spoken about this in part 2. Now we're going to go ahead and direct our attention to case laws, which was already discussed in part 1 and part 2. I'm not going to read them. I'm just going to breeze by them. So if you would like to pause, please feel free to do so. Pay close attention to this particular case law here. As a rule, a definition which declares what a term means exclude any meaning that is not stated. Means. Okay, so here we are, once again, 42 U.S. Code 653 AA2B. Pay close attention. So we already know that the word includes is located within that particular term. So when used in a definition contained in this chapter, shall not be deemed to exclude other things otherwise within the meaning of the term defined. In other words, all other things not defined within the meaning of the term is excluded. Okay? Green represents the meaning of the term defined. The term that we're talking about right now is employer. The word includes is located within this particular term. So once again, green represents the meaning of the term defined. The term that we were talking about is employer. Includes is located within this particular term. We're going to focus here on governmental entity, all right? So notice here that the word any is located in this particular term, right? So any governmental entity includes any governmental entity, includes any governmental entity. Employer includes any governmental entity. Green represents the meaning of the term defined. Are you starting to get the picture? Okay. Also, you see the term labor organization. Labor organization is nothing more but than an agent, right? But please conduct your own due diligence regarding that particular term. I do not want to go ahead and go off topic here. So definitely go ahead and take the time out to, again, take a look at the term labor organization. Okay, so once again, when used in a definition contained in this chapter, shall not be deemed to exclude other things otherwise within the meaning of the term defined. Okay? And once again, in other words, all other things not defined within the meaning of the term is excluded. More case laws coming up. Once again, feel free to pause the video. I'm just going to breeze on through. Okay, so we're going to utilize Florida as an example here. We're making our way over to Title 30, Social Welfare, Chapter 409, Social and Economic Assistance, 409.2576, State Directory of New Hires. We're making our way down to the term employer, okay? Employer has the meaning given such term in Section 3401D of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 and includes any government entity and labor organization. True or false? The term employer has the meaning given such term in Section 3401D of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 and includes any governmental entity and any labor organization. If you do not work for an employer as defined in 42 U.S. Code 653 AA2B, Florida Statute 409.25762C, and 26 U.S. Code 3401D, who would categorize you as an employee as defined in 42 U.S. Code 653 AA2A, Florida Statute 409.25762B, and 26 U.S. Code 3401C, then the Child Support Enforcement Act does not apply to you. True or false? Feel free to go ahead and put your answers in the comment section regarding this particular presentation. So Child Support Enforcement Act does not apply if you do not, have not, or never worked for a statutory employer who would categorize you as a statutory employee as defined in this presentation. Same applies here. All right. Once again, Child Support Enforcement Act, the death of child support, part 3.